MeTV 24 Meridian proudly presents your favorite way to start the day. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Candace.
And good Wednesday morning, Scotty Ray and Candace, as we begin your day.
Yes.
Did it rain on you on the way over?
No, it didn't this morning.
Going to before the day's out.
Yeah, it looks like it is. It's cloudy.
Oh, yeah, this is just one of those days you open up the curtains, you go, boy, it's dreary outside.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a real word? Did I use that?
Dreary.
Almost sound like I said the dreary end.
I know. Just dreary.
And you know, the next word, we all have words that we have trouble pronouncing.
Right.
And my daughter picks on me about the word, there's two words that sound really close together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the jewelry store and a jury.
Jury.
And I cannot pronunciate, how do you say, is it?
Jewelry.
I leave out some syllables there.
Yeah.
But
Need to put the L in there.
The jewelry.
Jewelry.
Jewelry store. And
Yeah.
I can't get it out.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that there's other words that I've sat back here and think about, but that is probably my worst that I do. And then there's the folks that say Walmarts.
Yeah. Or Walmart with a K.
With a K.
Mm-hmm. I'm bad about, and one of my friends used to make fun of me because instead of saying all right, I say I.
Oh, yeah. That's country.
I.
But you get into a habit. And you just can't help but say those words sometimes.
Yeah.
And to you, it sounds normal, and you're in a crowd, and everybody just kind of turns around and looks. I've been stared at before, is the reason I'm saying that.
Well, I've been accused of being super country, so I guess just a word for me.
And there's a lot of folks that can't say like World War I.
Yeah.
They get the W's all mixed up there and can't get it out.
Yeah, to get you tongue tied, really, when you're saying stuff like that.
The only word that I ever conquered that I used to have trouble with was meteorologist. I used to I get and I couldn't get it out.
I have trouble with words sometimes, especially as I get older. I don't know what that is. It kind of concerns me a little bit.
Foreign names, I'm not really good at those. I have to just kind of slur it real quick to get it out. Mm-hmm. Hope nobody notices. But, they probably don't know how to pronounce it either. So we're all good. Let's take a quick look at radar of what's going on with the weather this morning as we turn to all this. This is Mississippi. We got just a sprinkle down here in Clark County right now. Nothing across Lauderdale. A little bit over here if you'll go into the edge of Alabama here. Yeah, east of Cuba, a few showers there. Popping up there around Highway 80. As we go back up, we go into the northwestern corner there of Neshoba County, some showers. Just north of Louisville, some showers. The heavier rain in the state this morning is north of Starkville. We get over here around Montepeller, also up here near Riggins, Mississippi. There's some showers there. It's east of Tupelo. That's some pretty heavy stuff there. West Point, up in that area where Bryan Brothers used to be. Some showers. But this is the concern today. She's going to make landfall here in just a little bit. Hours ago, it was running at about 63 to 65 miles an hour. Wind speeds gust of 75 miles an hour, moving north at 14 miles an hour. Now, this is coming ashore today. So if you've got to be in the Florida area, you've got family. Again, just like the storm that came through a few weeks ago that on the east side, everybody got, remember the rain that came into Tuscaloosa? This is what's happening here along the eastern coast of Florida, Lakeland, these areas here, lots of that. Look at Ocala this morning. Now, this is the storm here. And let's turn off the radar to where you can actually see where she's going to make landfall. As you back out in this is Gainesville, Florida right here. This is Ocala. This is where she's sitting, and this is where she's headed for a direct hit right there. And let's click on that. And you help me. Do you pronounce that Steinhatchee or Steinhatchee? Florida.
Steinhatchee, I think.
Very first time in my life I've ever heard of that town.
Or Steinhatchee. I don't know.
And that's coming directly for. Now, here's Cedar Key. And, it's been reported that it'll make landfall between Cedar Key and right here. This is what my radar is showing right there, the direct hit. And again, it looks like to be 63. It won't quite make it back to be a hurricane when it hits. It'll be a tropical storm. But nonetheless, that's going to be a lot of wind coming in as a direct hit on that.
Yeah, I have a cousin that lives down in Tampa.
Yeah, they got wet, didn't they?
It looks like they did.
So, and then as you back out on this, you ask, where's it headed after this? It's going to go through west of Jacksonville. It'll cut through Georgia. And if you live in Georgia, let's look at this here. This is the eye of this that's coming through Hazelhurst, Georgia. As you look at Savannah, it'll be west of you, Statesboro, and then it's going to hook even further to the east as it goes to Augusta, and then moves into Columbia, South Carolina, Lumberton, Fayetteville, and then we'll go right through the middle of Sanford there in Raleigh, and then on out back into the ocean once it goes past east of Richmond.
Goodness.
So wet weather, and we have not had our round with this stuff yet. It's coming for Louisiana, Mississippi at some point this summer. Whoo, boy.
I'm not looking forward to it.
No, me either. And so what does the forecast hold for us today, you ask? I heard you were thinking it. You just didn't say it out loud.
Yeah, I'm wondering about the weekend still.
So here there's a slight chance you may get to go camping. So don't give up just yet. As we look at today, we've got that 90% chance of rain. You're going to get wet.
Yeah.
We move into tomorrow, 70. But look at Saturday. We have a 30% chance now of thunderstorms. So it may just be a pop-up isolated shower, and you may be able to pull it off for a Saturday visit there in the camper.
It might be.
Now,
Might be a good day.
I wouldn't park under a tree.
No. Mm-mm. I can't stand this humidity. It's like I was outside, with all this junk that I got going on.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was outside. We were throwing the ball with Alden, and I said, I got to go in, because the humidity just aggravates it. You know what I'm saying? It's the air feels like you could cut it with a knife. It's so thick. So, yeah, I can't stand it. And then this morning I got up and I was going to look out my window, and it was just all covered with.
Oh, that film, that watery.
Just like water, because, you got the air
condensation.
Going in. Yeah, the condensation was all over the windows. I couldn't even see out the window because it was just so humid outside and cool inside. So.
It hits. We do have tons of humidity here in the South right now.
It is bad.
Moving into the summer months, it is July the 7th.
I can't believe it. Yeah. I just can't. Time just does not, it doesn't give you any kind of warning. It just comes flying by.
Yeah, I know. 10 years can go whoof.
I know it.
It
does.
You don't realize that when you're in high school, especially trying to think of that graduation day. But on the other side of that, after you get that first bill, it really starts to move it.
Yeah, sure does.
And then off to work you go because you owe.
Yeah, that's right. You owe.
Yeah.
So you got to go.
If this is your first time that you've ever watched us, welcome. We appreciate you. Now, whether you're doing that on Facebook or if you're watching us on YouTube, we appreciate that. Twitch, if we're in your home now on television, thank you. And you can communicate with us.
It's always great to hear from you, your comments and everything. But you can always see us also on the MeTV, WMDM, Channel 24 Meridian. And it's also on the antenna.
24.3.
That's right.
Comcast. Either way you want to join us, we appreciate that.
248 on 240.
248?
248, that's right.
Yeah, but you
I
can
don't know why I keep
communicate.
wanting to say 243. 248
in your head. I'm going to have to
go.
go find out what the channel is.
Goodness.
Because I don't know. We say a few good mornings to some folks that are up stirring today. Phil Garrison joins us. Thank you for watching, along with Elmer Talbert. Says good morning to y'all.
Terry Carter says, good morning, everyone. It's hump day. And Donna Roseman, she's watching this morning. Good morning, Donna.
I like those hump days. It's midweek there.
Yes.
Connie Shockley joins us, along with Steve McKinnon. Thank you for watching. Howdy.
Bill Reinhardt, good morning to everyone, he says. And Judy Ann Cook, good morning.
Let's see here. Charlotte Gray joins us from the Philadelphia area. Always fun to go to Philly. South Carolina also in with us here. Tammy Fleming up in the South Carolina area today.
Bailey Grace says good morning. And Gail Gafford is watching this morning. Good morning.
Well, she says she's scared of the weather.
I am scared of the weather.
I can't help but be myself.
That day that got so bad and all the trees
were
came down,
snapping.
I'm looking out my front window going, are you sure this is not like a tornado? Are you sure we don't need to leave? And Kurt's laying in there just about taking a nap. Just relaxing and going, it's just straight line wind.
So he was okay.
I'm like, the trees are laying down. I was freaking out. So I don't like it.
It gets your attention, that's for sure.
Right.
Larry Smith, good morning to you. Also along with Myra Millam. Thank you for watching.
Alicia Fisher says good morning, and Donna Sue Peebles, good morning to all, she says.
Yeah, so we'd love for you to join us. We'd love to hear where you're from watching. Let us know all of that good stuff, and we'll share your story. Let me see what else. Don't forget, I wanted to bring this up, Vacation Bible School. If you've got something going on in the community, no matter where you're at, let us know. We'll be glad to put this out there for you. But Vacation Bible School is going to begin in the city of Marion, Mississippi, coming up.
That's right. It's going to be Sunday, July the 11th through Thursday, July the 15th, 6 to 8:15 p.m. And they'll have supper at 5:30 each night. So they'll feed your kids, and
kids get a good meal out of that.
That's right. You can go to work all day and then come home and take the kids to Bible school.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I was, you helped me here. I was looking at the Choctaw Indian Fairs here. This always means it's summer when the Choctaw Indian Fair kicks off. And I know one name of the entertainment because, I sort of backed away from country music after it became, well, not country anymore.
Not so country.
Yeah. It's not. It's bro country, or I don't know. It's rap to some degree.
Yeah,
but I know this guy Brett Young, and I Googled it to see who was going to be performing this year, and this is what I got. Brett Young, I've heard of. Now, you could put me in a lineup, and I wouldn't know a single song the guy's ever sang. Mm-hmm. But Jimmy Allen, do you know him?
That name sounds familiar as far as the stars, too.
Zach Williams, you ever heard of him? Yeah, see, that's new to me. But that's who's coming. Mm-hmm. And then the Choctaw Indian Princess Pageant, that's always good.
Right, yeah. They have all kinds. What is that thing that they...
Stickball.
Yeah, stickball. They do all that.
That is the World Championship Series of that. Went to it many years up there. Mm. So if you're planning to go, that's coming up July 15th through the 17th, of course, along with all the fair rides and things that the Choctaw Nation brings you every year. It's fun.
And then you know what follows is the Neshoba County Fair.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a big one.
Yeah, because last year they didn't get to do it, So,
and folks are raring in Neshoba County.
I wonder how many years it had been since they just did not have. I mean, I don't know.
It was back during the war. Okay. They had to, because of, I think World War II maybe, they had to cancel once or twice.
That town pretty much shuts down for that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You take your vacation for the fair because you got to have you some red mud.
Yeah. It's going to be dusty or muddy.
It's one of the two.
Yeah.
But, Scott McQuaig mentioned that he'll be up performing as well. And then entertainment, we'll get into the entertainment, who's going to be up there for that one. Okay. Also, always big names that come to the Neshoba County Fair. And hospitality like you've never seen.
Oh, yeah. Everybody just, gathers at the cabins, and, you can walk around. It's been a little while since I've been, but I'd like to go back.
Years and years ago, we did a documentary on that. I don't know whatever. I had to get it with Virgil and see if we can come up with that tape. But years ago, we done a documentary and went around and interviewed everybody that was at the fair. It was something else. Mm-hmm. I bet that's been 15 plus, maybe. Ooh, see, that's putting age on me. I don't like to talk about things happening in the past anymore because it means I'm getting old.
We are getting older.
It just sort of sneaks up on you.
The alternative, though, is not as good. So.
You're absolutely right. Let's take a minute and talk about our friends over at Snowden and Company Real Estate. If you're looking for a home, they've got a little bit of everything for you. And this is their Facebook page. You can find them here. I never noticed they don't have a face there. I might talk to her about that. But if you're looking for a home, they can find it for you. Professionals. And I thought we'd look at another one of these homes that they've got here. And they've got several homes that are up. Let's go to Enterprise, Mississippi, and take a look at this home that is for sale this morning. You got to be shocked after you look inside this. Now, if you're looking for a home and want to be in the Enterprise School District, this would be it. As we look around the back of this home.
It's like a little cabin.
Yeah, screened-in porch. Where do we get inside here? We're coming up on it. Look at this. Mm-hmm. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, it's pretty.
I guess that's pine throughout it.
Like pine.
Yeah, but that is just, if you're looking for a cabin, I want to say this is almost 1,600 square feet, sits on 1.1 acre of land there, Clark County. You'd enjoy it. It's a great place to be, but look at the...
rustic. Yeah. I like that look, that real rustic look. That's nice. That's
your kitchen there. Anything that you're looking for, see them at Snowden. They can really, really help you out there. She really works hard for your money. Drop in and see them if you're going to be doing finding a new home or you're selling yours. Let them, the professionals, handle this for you. Snowden Company. If it's time to sell, talk to them today. They will help you in any way they can. Great folks. And I want to say, if I am not mistaken, let me go back over here and pull this up. I want to say they're nominated for a few things in the Meridian Star also, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here it is. I was going to share that with you. They're nominated for Top Real Estate Firm, and 3 of the agents are nominated for Agent of the Year.
That's great.
Yeah. So congratulations on that. See them today.
Where Scotty Ray is on there for the TV personality. I think they have you in the radio.
Yeah.
But
not sure how that happened, but
yeah. But anyway, y'all go vote for Scotty Ray.
Thank y'all.
Yes.
Yeah. A vote would be appreciated. All you do is click the little I think you have to give your email address.
Yeah, I was looking last night, and it's like the people who have the most votes, they're posted like up on the thing, and I think you're one of them. So.
Well, thank y'all. But yeah, I'd love to have a vote.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
Go vote, spread the word.
Yeah, Meridian Star. I think there's a link on the Scotty Ray's weather page if you want a link to that. And a big thank you on this. We started a page of Scotty Ray and Candace, and thanks for all y'all who've been joining that.
Yes.
As soon as I
it's
figure out-
growing by the day.
Yeah.
It really is.
Figure out how to hit invite all, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, it's a new page. So, I mean, he has the Scotty Ray's weather page, but I think you did the one just for Scotty Ray and Candace, the mornings.
Yeah, and we're growing, and we've also expanded this nationwide. This is now also podcast video nationwide to reach other areas. So it's growing each day, and we can't do it without y'all.
That's right. Y'all are a blessing to us every day.
So we'll have more about that and all coming up here with Scotty Ray and Candace.
I'm Cindy from Jackson. My little guy and I do everything together. We read, dance, and brush our teeth together. It was a Monday morning on our way to his first day of preschool. We were both nervous and excited. Then someone ran a stop sign. I could only think of him. Luckily, we both made it through, but we needed someone on our team to fight for us. I called Richard Schwartz, and he got us the money we deserved.
Remember, I'm your Mississippi attorney, Richard Schwartz. I'm here for you. One call, that's all.
And welcome back, Scotty Ray and Candace. And you had an update from the comments that we didn't know.
Oh, yeah. We were asking about some of the artists that are going to be at the Choctaw Indian Fair. Zach Williams is a contemporary Christian artist. Ryan Clark let us know that. Thank you.
I had no clue.
And he's also playing at the Temple Theater in September.
Wow.
So if you like him at the Choctaw Indian Fair, you can see him again in September.
And, and I don't know a lot about the contemporary Christian side, but, you get into David Crowder. I love David Crowder. That guy is really good. And then that Mercy Me guy.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah.
And he's saying, I can only imagine. Is that the same guy? Am I on the right page?
I'm not sure if that's what he's on, but I like contemporary Christian music. I'm not as familiar with some of the artists in it, but I do like it. I like that genre, I guess, if you want to call it.
Angie bought me a ticket to go see Crowder when he was out at the Evangel Temple. I was out of town trying to make it. I walked in, and he sang the last 30 seconds of the song.
Oh, really?
That's all I got to see him that night. But I tried to get there. I was, I think I had gone to Texas for something. It was on the way back the night of the concert. But I hear the concert was great. And that's been a couple of years now since he was out there, at least. Maybe 3.
Talking about that song, I Can Only Imagine, that's the most beautiful song. Ooh. It really is. If you've never listened to it, you need to listen to it and really listen to all the words to it, because, I mean, it's got a lot of meaning.
It does. And there's things that touch our lives each day. And that old saying, you enjoy each day because you truly don't know when that last one's a coming.
That's right.
And
you don't.
Be good. So you'll be opening up them golden gates for you. Don't be bad folks out there. As we turn back to times of history, let's take a look at what went on this date. And this was a bad day for somebody. We did a podcast on this from Secrets from the South of Mary Surratt. And who is she? She was the very first woman in America by the United States to ever be executed. Was she guilty? I'm not sure totally that she was aware of what was going on, but she was charged with the conspiracy and the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. A lot of that went on at her rental house. She had a boarding house, and they held meetings there, and that doesn't mean that you know what the people that are doing there. But she was hung just the same. She pleaded her innocent until that last second. Her last words were, "Please don't drop me." 30 seconds later, they did. But read the story on that. Listen to the podcast on that. It's real interesting about that.
Yeah.
I'm not quite so sure that she was guilty of everything that she was accused of.
Right.
She probably knew a little bit, but not all of that. Let's see, 1930, this put a lot of people to work during the Depression and fed some families there. The Hoover Dam began building on this date. That's massive.
It is.
A lot of folks, and I've watched the documentary on that before. It's just interesting.
Yeah. Gosh, I mean, Can you imagine just a crack coming in that though?
No.
When you're looking at it like.
Oh,
ooh.
you've watched the Superman movie, hadn't you?
No, I haven't.
You remember the original Superman where it cracks and he flies up and holds
well,
it?
I do. That'd be a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, we were kids.
Yeah, that would be what's his name? The one that Christopher Reeve.
Yeah. Who's paralyzed now?
Yeah. Well, he's passed away now.
Really? Missed that one?
He and his wife have both passed away.
Really?
Yeah. I think she developed cancer or something. And passed
did
away.
not
That's
know
been
that.
years ago. I can't remember the exact year, but yeah, they both passed away.
Oh, well, I learned something.
Yeah.
Tammy Fleming, she said she loves that. And she said, listen to Paige Armstrong on Break Me. That must be a contemporary song also. I don't know that one. And then LaWanda said, after the fairs, that means school is starting back. So, yeah, everybody enjoyed your summer. Keep that in mind.
It's not enough time out of school. You know, I remember when we were younger, we got like 3 full months, didn't we?
Yeah, it was Labor Day. You
summer,
went the day after Labor Day, you went back to school. What is it now?
It didn't seem like it's but like maybe 2 months. I don't know. It doesn't seem like 3.
You need a little time to relax your mind and enjoy life. And teachers probably like that break too. Just saying. I was never a big fan of this, but I know the world is just nuts about the Beatles. I was never.
Yeah.
But Ringo Starr celebrating a birthday today, born in 1940.
Goodness, I don't know what he. How old would he be?
Let's see, 60 to 81. Wow.
Old, 80 something.
Yeah, he's getting on up there. But I could, I don't know much about their music. There's a lot of folks that loved it. It started out on radio and then made its way eventually to television, and it made a big movie. Tom Hanks was in it at one point. Dragnet. Do y'all remember that? It first premiered on this date on radio back in 1949.
Or there's the guy from MASH,
Yeah, he was Sergeant Joe Friday, and what was the other guy's name?
Colonel.
Not on the on there. It was
MASH.
no in this show.
Okay.
On Dragnet.
I don't know because I didn't watch that, but
Dragnet. Yeah, he was Colonel Potter in MASH.
in MASH, yeah.
But I can't think of his name on that show. But it's hard to imagine, like the Lone Ranger, all of this, even Gunsmoke began on radio. And then when Gunsmoke began, it lasted 5 years still on the radio before it phased out and went all the way to television.
Yeah. Don't you know that was like neat? We talk about like the Wizard of Oz and how, you watched it because people, back a long time ago, they could listen to the radio, then watch it on TV. And that was like a big transition for them.
Right.
And, then they go from black and white to color. That's another transition. And we got to see that in the Wizard of Oz. Like, I mean, we see black and white stuff, older stuff on TV all the time now, but I know that was a big transition though for people to go through, and was probably neat for them to see, So,
Right.
we just take stuff like that for granted because we've always had, color TV and all that. But
We just got a message that there may be a problem with the television side of this. I just shot a message to the television station, so they're going to check into that, and hopefully we'll get that straightened out here in just a second.
Okay.
Had a couple of messages about that, so maybe
I'm
we'll
not
get that
chewing.
worked out.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm not chewing gum. I have a cough drop in my mouth, and I'm trying to just kind of like maybe side to side. I'm sorry. I'm not chewing gum.
I thought you were doing like Flo.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep from coughing, really. I'm very sorry. I'm not trying to be rude or have bad manners.
It'll be okay there.
I try to keep it in my jaw, but then I don't get enough of the whatever in it to keep me from coughing, so I'm trying to move it around.
What she's really saying is, and she doesn't want to admit, she's chewing tobacco and she's swallowing it. And she just doesn't want to admit it.
I'd be passed out over here if I had tobacco in my
that old girl that's on Yellowstone. Did you see that where she just takes her big old Copenhagen dip?
Oh, you talking about like the one
the multicolored
ranch hand?
Yeah.
I can't take her. I can't take her talking like
she's country.
Yeah. I don't know if she's country or she's trying to be country and a little too over the top.
I was sipping on a glass of tea, and it liked to come out my nose when she was sitting in the front seat, and she goes, "You want to come up here and sit on Mama's lap?"
Does she sound like a female sling blade?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But I don't blame those. Did you hear the comment where they said all the guys in the bunkhouse were going to bed early because they were scared of her?
No.
Yeah. She was like, "Come over here, sit in my lap." Ooh. It's that type woman that you scared of, you run from. She's a snuff dipper.
I've seen some of those. I've seen women dipping snuff. I don't know about that.
And some of them call it get yourself a chaw.
Not my thing. Not my style. Sorry.
So anyway, good morning there as we continue. So a few more things happened on this day. It was 1950 that Johnny Cash signed up and he joined the United States Air Force. That's what he looked like. Boy, he was young, wasn't he?
He was young. Goodness.
And, that was, of course, before he'd got his contract and all of that. And he, I want to say while he was in the service, he wrote several songs that came big later on for him.
Uh-huh.
Johnny was just talented. Mm-hmm. I hear the train a-coming. That was one of the ones that he wrote the words to.
Yeah, he was a good singer.
Yeah, I always liked me some Johnny Cash.
He was at Lackland Air Force Base.
Is that where it was? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sure was.
Basic training at Lackland Air Force Base is where my son's at. Mm-hmm.
So a lot of folks have gone through there.
Yeah, that's neat.
So Johnny Cash. I just remember the name of this soap opera. I never watched it, but who remembers a soap opera that debuted in 70? I don't think it's still going, is it? Ryan's Hope?
No, but I do remember the name. I don't think I watched it though.
Yeah, I didn't either. But
I'm sure one of my grandmothers watched it though. They watched all the stories.
Yeah, going back up on Dragnet, Judy Cook. I asked the question of what his name was on there, and it was Harry Morgan was his name on Dragnet. Now, thank you for telling us that. I almost missed that comment. And teachers go back to teaching August the 2nd. Oh my heavens!
Golly, that's early.
Less than a month.
Mm-hmm. That's early.
And boy, I didn't know that. So we've got the TV station working on the difficulties. We'll let you know as soon as that's worked out as well.
Okay.
Let's see here. Let's see, y'all doing. Let's see here. Also, I was looking to see if there was any more comment. Did I miss anything?
Mm-hmm. Not me. I just said cough drop.
So a few thoughts there.
Yeah.
1984, and this album's been brought up a lot. I don't particularly care for the artist, but that's, he does his thing. Bruce went on to have the #1 album in 1984. Born in the USA, went #1. It was there for 139 weeks on the charts. That's pretty big there. In other news, some other things that went on. 1984, this was also the #1 song on this day. I remember my English teacher, and Merle Haggard didn't do this. I didn't know it. She made a comment that she wrote this song. I thought, what are you talking about? And then I found out who Prince was when Doves Cry. Yeah, I was the different one back in high school.
That was not one of my favorite songs of his.
So what was it, Little Red Corvette?
I did like that song, Neil. I did. And then Purple Rain, I mean, that was a good song, but my gosh, it drug on and on and on and on and on.
25 minutes or so.
Yeah, it was like, is it ever going in? It makes, put you to sleep almost. Goodness.
That was, I was trying to remember other things that Prince done. Party Like It's 1999. I don't know what you would consider Prince's biggest song. Would it be Purple Rain or would it be
I think he had an album called Purple Rain. Maybe.
In a movie.
Yeah, in a movie. Well, maybe it wasn't an album. It was the movie for sure, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was an album called that.
Okay.
I don't get it. I don't know what the Purple Rain is.
I don't know.
Because, I'm one of those. I'm real bad about a song has to make sense to me. I have to interpret it on my terms. And when I sit down and try to break down the words to Purple Rain, it really doesn't fit my lifestyle. I'm going, yeah, I don't know anything you're talking about. That's just me. Not everybody does that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was on this date back in 2013, this began Randy's trouble. He was hospitalized, and he would stay in the hospital. He had a stroke after he entered the hospital, and to this day, and this is that new wife that he's got after Lib. And he, of course, he can sing just a teeny weeny bit now.
Yeah. I've watched him do the Love You Forever and Ever, Amen. Like he can do the last part of it. It's sad though.
Randy had some issues, but I'm going to tell you what a nice person. I've met Randy several times through his career. Always, but you go back to 1986, there was nothing on the radio like him. And he comes out with Digging Up Bones, and it makes you stop what you're doing. You hear it, and it just really grabs you. And he had that effect. So a few moments there as we go down what happened on this date back in the day. Randy Travis. Storm. What was your did you have the Storms of Life was great. I love that album. Storms of Life album. Love that album.
Are you talking about for Randy Travis?
Yeah, what'd you like?
I love the 3 rugged crosses. 3 wooden crosses, not 3 rugged crosses. The 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. You know that song?
Yeah.
I listened to that song, the 3 rugged crosses.
I was not going to correct you on that.
The 3 wooden crosses. Oh my goodness, y'all! Y'all gonna have to overlook me today. I'm just like
Debbie just posted online. She said, "Do you remember the time we pulled up at a red light? We were in Nashville, and Randy Travis was sitting beside us." And Debbie rolls down the window, and she carries on a conversation with Randy at the red light, and he was so nice. You couldn't beat it. He just went on, carried on conversation with her.
That's neat. That's really neat.
And Debbie, do you remember the time you stepped on little Kenny Chesney's toes? Do you remember that? Yeah, I remember that. I don't know if she does. But it's funny as you look back through the years of. I remember Aaron Tippin coming to Meridian, Mississippi, and rolling in, and y'all have heard of it. I forget what he called that little car. He had a little yellow Corolla Toyota that was wore out, and he rolled into the radio station. He was nobody.
It was yellow.
Yeah,
I had a orange, like a reddish orange colored one, and there was a girl at school that had a yellow one. Mine was a 82, so it was just like the squared off the back. They called us the Skittles. But mine wouldn't cut off when I cut it off.
I remember, and it was 88, 89, somewhere along in there. Marty Gamlin walked into the radio station. He had a cassette, and he said, "I've got a kid out here that I'm going to be managing that I think is going to be good." And so we had to scramble to find a thing to be able to play a cassette on the radio. And it was Alan Jackson. And I remember Alan sitting there, he's a nobody wanting to become somebody. And that guy has just stayed true to who he is from the beginning. And a big thank you to Marty Gamlin. Of course, that's a guy that's from around here who has helped so many artists become who they wanted to be. Great guy.
That's great.
So that's enough down memory lane, I guess.
No, I mean, that's great. Going back to that Randy Travis song, the 3 wooden crosses,
You don't want to jump on the rugged cross?
No, I'm bringing us back to church.
Okay, what you got?
But no, that is a really good song.
Oh, it's a testimony.
I've heard it like 100 times. And then the other day I really listened to every word in that song. And I didn't realize at the end of the song, he lists all the people in the song. And there was a preacher.
A hooker.
And
a farmer.
A farmer. Well, all of them died, but the hooker. She got the Bible. The preacher had given her the Bible.
The bloodstained Bible.
The bloodstained Bible. And at the end of the song, the preacher who is telling the story is the son of the hooker. Yeah.
So with them dying, it saved the hooker's life. She turned herself around, became a Christian because
she read the Bible to her son every day after that. I mean, it was just like, because he said that. I'd never really listened to that, And
I'm going to have to, if you listen to it 100 times and you didn't catch that.
I mean, seriously, I just, how you just kind of go through the motions of a song, just listening to it. I've already sung all the words. I've never really listened to that, though. Anyway.
See, and I'm really totally different. Every song I listen to what it's talking about.
Yeah, I guess I'm in such a fast pace, all the time. I'm just go, and I just go through the motions of life sometimes. I don't stop to smell the roses, as they say.
I'm trying to remember what this guy's name of, because this is not my kind of music. But let me look this up. I was. This is a song that's out there, and I wanted to say this guy's name right before I say the song. This guy's name is Lucas Graham. It's not country. I don't know what you call it, but the name of the song is "Once I Was 7 Years Old." And if you've never heard that, and it goes through your life of starting out at 7 years old, where he's a kid and his mama's telling him he better get him some friends, and it goes through him getting married. And then once I was 60 years old, I wonder if my kids will ever come back around to see me after I get old. Whoa.
Oh, is it good?
It really touches you. It goes, it's almost like that song, Cats in the Cradle. It goes through your life of what will happen to you as you go older, listen to that. It grab you. And I don't know what kind of music it is. It's not country. It's not rock and roll. I don't know. But Lucas Graham is the guy's name. If you get a chance, look that up today.
And it's Lukas, Lucas.
Yeah. but it's pretty strong. So check that out today sometime if you have a moment. Other things, you remember when we brought up the two guys, Fox News is reporting this morning. Let's pull this up here. The guys that hit the $10,000 in Utah to pass the time for people. I'm glad they had 10 grand to give away. Right. It has already been found. Somebody has busted the treasure. Here's the guy here. Let's pull this back up here. Here he is. He's found the treasure chest that they hid.
I bet he was excited.
And there's the money that was inside it.
Says he's going to take his daughter to Disney World.
That's right after the federal government finds out that you got that. You'll have to give them part of that.
That's so wrong.
Agree with you.
Oh, speaking of federal government, stuff. Yesterday I got home and got my little child tax credit letter thing in the mail. Talking about.
Oh, you're going to get some money.
Well, I guess it says anybody who filed taxes for 2020 or 2019 will get this money automatically, whether you ask for it or not.
But my kids are too old. Can I still claim them?
I doubt it.
But
I have a little one.
Is it up to 18?
I can't remember what I want to say 17. I want to say 17 is the cutoff. But $250 a month starting this month. I thought you could opt out, which we were going to opt out of it because.
But you get it.
Right, because somehow or another it messes with your tax stuff at the end of the year. Like you could end up paying in, I think.
Yeah, because you cross the
something. I don't know. So I'm gonna call my accountant today.
You better be setting aside $25 a month.
I don't know. I mean, it's $250 a month is the payment.
Do you know how long you get it?
You get it to December, July to December, I think is what they say. It's supposed to be like a little over $3,000 total or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's, I don't know. $250 a month is what they said. I don't know.
Wow.
I think you get $300 a month or something if it's a child up to 6 years old.
So the more kids you have, the more you make.
Oh yeah, per child.
Okay.
Per child.
I don't know if y'all remember that song, Here Come the Judge. But that man had 8 kids.
I don't think, I don't think that you, I mean, you can sit at home and not work, just get paid for your kids, I guess. That's another people who looking for people to work. That's another incentive for people not to work.
And also it gets into the thing of who gave you $300 a month for each child. When you go vote, don't think that doesn't come back up. That gets in the mind. It's all a part of voting is what it is.
Well, I just don't think it's right. I mean, now, do not get me wrong. I will have a comment. Like yesterday, I commented on.
You got a comment there from Amanda Heiser. She said that you can opt out on the IRS portal.
Okay. Well, I will be trying to do that. I mean, I'm sure it helps a lot of people. I'm not saying that. I'm sure it does. But, you got to think ahead, too, about the end of the year thing. So
you got to think what it's doing to the country.
It might be helping you now, but is it going to help you at the end of the year come tax time? I don't know.
A lot of folks don't quite understand that. And back, when Trump gave the tax credit, you were making more on your paycheck each week instead of getting it back at the end of the year. We had a comment from Gregory McCary. That was pretty cool, his thought. He said that his grandfather was a policeman in Meridian, Mississippi, and he picked up a hitchhiker going down the road, somebody that was going to Key Field, and it was Elvis Presley.
Oh, my goodness, that would be neat.
Yeah. That's something you can always tell in your family. My granddaddy picked up Elvis.
Elvis Presley was going to Key Field to be in a talent show. Is that not neat?
Yeah, it sure is. So thanks for sharing that story with us. We appreciate that.
Yes.
You'd brought up the thing the other day, the Forrest Gump scene there with Elvis in it.
Oh, yeah, where he learned to dance.
Yeah.
Elvis was supposedly in their bed and breakfast, staying the night.
Never in all my years run up on anybody that actually met Elvis in person or knew somebody who knew Elvis that ever said the man was ugly, rude. He was like the nicest gentleman that you could ever, and good-hearted.
Yeah.
The man gave away Cadillacs, bought houses for people, and this was after the Colonel, there's no other way to word this, ripped him off.
Right.
He kept 50% of what Elvis made. Normally, that percentage is 15% a manager gets, but he was taking 50% of Elvis's earnings plus 100% of anything sold with Elvis's name on it. And Elvis would not break the contract because he felt he owed it to him because he made him who he was. Even down to, people call Elvis a drug addict. Elvis did not realize that. Elvis, because he fired anybody that smoked dope or done drugs.
So it was
Elvis's
prescription medication, right?
And
that
he
was
felt
taking.
that if the doctor gave it to him, then it was okay. And I think a lot of people thought that during that time. It destroyed him. He just didn't know it.
Yeah, that's sad.
But Dylan, my son Dylan Ray was telling me that, and I don't have the article in front of me, so I can't say it, but Elvis had the most unique voice in the world. He could hit highs and he could hit lows that no other person ever recorded could. And it was a big story on that. And we were blessed to have somebody like that his short time on earth.
Yeah. Can you imagine that, like, maybe if he hadn't had to take all that medicine or didn't think he had to take it, he could have still been around maybe. It's sad, though.
Roy Ellis said, what about the people living on Social Security? Where's their help? That's a good question. Right. They need help. You know,
it burns me up because, you got stuff like people who are able-bodied to work cannot, and like younger people who you're young enough, you can still get out there and work, sitting at home, drawing money, and not working at all. Not even, probably some of them, maybe not even, some, not all. So don't get aggravated with me, but some, do try to get out there and work. But it's just aggravating when you walk into Walmart and you see the greeter. And some people want to work when they're older. They do it because they want something to do. But there are some who work because they can't afford to buy medication that they need to live.
That's right.
And so you got that kind of stuff going on. But then you got people sitting on their behinds, not working at all, drawing all this money, because they got 4 or 5 kids,
But think about this. You're retired. You're on a very limited income. Gas is going up. Utilities, I saw where utilities are going to climb 3%. Gas is already 33% higher. Your Social Security check is not getting any higher. And there are very few people, I don't care how you slice this, it's not on bad planning. It's just a lot of jobs didn't offer a retirement program. None of my jobs ever did. And when you get older, all you have coming in is that retirement check. Things are going up. And the government gives it to other people who could still work.
Yeah, that's what's aggravating.
And the elderly cannot.
Our seniors in this nation, our seniors who have worked all their lives, they've paid in taxes, they've done what they were supposed to do, and then they want to be able to sit back and relax, and kind of, enjoy the rest of their lives, and they can't.
Yeah.
They're still working. So
the sad part about life is you want to go out and you want to do things, but when you get to where you could afford to do it, you're not physically able to go do it anymore because you worked all your life.
Yeah, I hear people all the time who they just retired and then they got sick.
Yeah.
Or they just retired and then they passed away. I mean, it's just sad.
Or 3 weeks before you pass, you retire. So, and that goes back to what we said earlier this morning. Live every day to the fullest.
That's right.
Enjoy yourself. It's important to do that.
It is.
Let's talk about our friends at Masterflow Plumbing. Of course, Galen's going to help you out. What he takes care of is any plumbing problem. He works from Hattiesburg all the way to the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. Any problem that you might have underneath your home, they'll get in and tunnel it out. This is a tunnel job. And they get in, they replace any repairs that need to be done. You've got pipes that need to be redone in the front yard. This is a sewer system that had to be redone that had the old clay pipes that have busted. As you go through this, maybe it's a pipe in the front yard that is cracked. They can repair it. Put it back together. If you need a water line redone, they also do it. Tree roots cause many, many problems with all of your plumbing, and they can fix it for you in no time flat. Underneath your home, this is what happens if you've got metal pipes in your slab. They rust out. This is a part of that tunnel job where they've replaced it. And this is what your house will look like if that begins to leak. They can reroute it, get you going, no time flat. As simple as getting a faucet or a shower head replaced. They do all of this, including this $125 to get your drains clean. And there's no service charge for them to come up. A lot of places will charge you $100 just to show up. They're not. This is guaranteed for 60 days at $125. Water heaters, toilets, and also they do tile. If it's plumbing, they handle it for you there. Here's a shower. See them. That's Galen Bradshaw. They'll fix anything plumbing, won't they?
They sure will. And when your drains don't work, they do work.
I'm attorney Richard Schwartz. Why do bikers hire us after their accident?
I needed help with medical bills. His team has done a great job taking care of me. Don't hesitate to call Richard Schwartz. That one call, it will make a difference.
Hurricane season is here, and like most Mississippians, you know the drill. Organize a severe weather safety kit, know how to safely use a generator, and have a plan of action to keep your family safe if a hurricane threatens. And when outages do occur, you can now report and view current outages through our free smartphone app or website at emepa.com. Remember, when storms come in, be ready if the power goes out. East Mississippi Electric Power Association is your local Touchstone Energy cooperative.
I was afraid after you watched that Richard Schwartz commercial, you were going to want a Harley and come in with chains and new tattoo or something tomorrow.
No, don't worry about that.
You ever been a motorcycle rider?
No, but let me go back to the motorcycle issue yesterday. I was talking about crotch rockets and how people act crazy.
Yeah.
And we had one person say, "I own a crotch rocket and or one of those motorcycles," and I'm not.
They go fast.
Not everybody acts crazy.
No.
I have to go back and kind of.
Well, I don't care who you are. You've seen somebody that does that, especially Highway 39 toward the NAS Meridian. We see it all the time.
I've seen more times than not people acting crazy. Like weaving in and out of traffic.
That happens.
And, passing people and where they shouldn't. The other day I thought I was going to see one go in the ditch. But anyway, so. Just
correcting you.
Yeah, just kind of correcting that. Not everybody, but some.
We had some more comments that you also wanted to share, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Where was that at? Oh, Alan Nicholson. He said that Team Suba Baptist Church is having their vacation Bible school July the 28th through August the 1st, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So
hope you can make it out for that.
It's Team Suba Baptist Church. Judy Ann Cook said the Lord is taking care of her.
I'm glad.
Talking about people retiring and stuff.
Yeah. Rachel Garrison, good morning. Thank you for watching. Kim Valking, also there. Overnight, a tragedy has happened, an assassination happened, and these things happen all around the world, but this one gets headlines. The president of Haiti has been assassinated in an overnight raid on his home. His wife has been injured. He's now dead. More details will come out on this as daylight comes around. Of course, it's daylight now, but as the day progresses, they will have more. Here's a picture of him from Daily Mail.
Who does that look like to you? Who does he favor?
I have no clue.
He kind of looks like Seal, doesn't he?
Who's
singer?
I don't know Seal.
Oh, y'all know who I'm talking about? Seal.
Who?
Seal.
What does he sing?
I don't know what the songs he sings. He was married to Heidi Klum, the model.
I've heard of her name.
He kind of favors him. That's awful though about that.
See, I think this is the breakdown in between me and you when I get into stuff. You know stuff I don't know, and apparently
and you know stuff I don't know. So yeah, we're a good little mix, I guess.
Where would you find Seal at?
I don't know what kind of genre music he sings. Yeah. He's a singer. He's an artist.
I guess the closest I've ever been to that is I've watched that show Lip Sync once or twice, and I never know who they are, but it is kind of funny.
Yeah, it is funny to watch them because they get on there and perform and all that.
And it's that girl that's that sits in the back that wears the headphones that's been accused of all of the. Oh yeah. Whatever her name is.
I think I would.
Cyberbullying is what she's been doing. So how long will they leave her? On? Yeah. Chrissy Teigen. She's married to the other guy.
John Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's married to him. Michelle Lewis, she said that she knew the Haitian, is it president? Or what?
Yeah, she said I knew him from mission trips. Yeah. Woo.
She said he was a great guy.
I didn't know she'd been going on mission trips over there. Oh, well. Kiss from a Rose. So somebody else knows who you're talking about. Yeah. See, I was thinking, I'm going to be honest with you.
You have to look him up. You have to look him up.
I had it in my head over here.
Favor the guy a lot.
That she was the only one who knew Seal was.
I think it's
Seal the singer. Let's Google this because I don't.
Might be Seal with an E on the end.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Let's see here. Is this him here? Images. Yeah, I guess you're kind of right on this. He does resemble. You know who else he looks like? The TV show The Blacklist, and I can't think of his name. That always helps the main character.
Yeah.
Resembles in a roundabout way. But I didn't know that. I've learned something this morning there.
Yes.
Now I wanted to show this. Who all has a kitty cat? This comes from Daily Mail.
This looks like our cat.
Do you see this cat?
Our main cat. Yeah.
Have you ever seen a cat that could fit under a door like that?
No, that's like a mouse. You know how mice can like squeeze into any kind of little hole?
Yeah. So that is like the internet sensation this morning of a cat, and it's going viral everywhere across the nation today. So if you've got a cat that can do that, we'd love to see your picture.
Yes. Or funny cat videos or funny dog videos. You know, you have my dog video I shared the other day. I was trying to water my plants the other day, and my dog our female lab. Well, both of our labs love the water. I mean, you let them out of their kennel thing, and you just go. Like, you want to go for a swim? They jump in the pond. Okay, this is our lab. I'm trying to water my plants, and
she all up into it.
Yeah.
She loved it, apparently.
Oh, she loves it. Now, our male dog, I had to run him out of the flower bed because he was trampling all over he was jumping up in the air trying to get the water and landed on my flowers. And so anyway, but they're funny. Kathy Bounds also said that Liberty Baptist Church is having their vacation Bible school July the 14th through the 16th, 5:30 to 8:15 p.m.
Yeah, so if you make it out for that.
Yes.
I had somebody ask about the weather today. It is a 90% chance of showers today, and it's going to be after 11 o'clock. If you missed that early on when we started that, about 77 degrees right now as we head for that high of 82, but 90% chance of the wet stuff. We'll go back to radar before we end this morning also.
If you have not left home and you got somewhere to go, grab your umbrella. You'll need it.
Yeah.
So.
Do you remember the peeping Tom that we told you all about that was in Texas, and the dad chased him down to a gas station, shot him, had to?
Yeah, and he was trying to wasn't he trying to take the gun from the wife?
He did.
Yeah, he took the gun from the wife and was trying to, I guess, attack her. I don't know.
And dad comes back.
Shot him. Mm-hmm.
He's been charged now. But, I see this as just small charge. And I'm talking about the peeping Tom has been charged. Yeah. He got indecency for doing things that he shouldn't be doing. And aggravated assault is what the Texas has charged him with. Mm-hmm. So he'll get a little bit of time.
A little pop on the hand.
Yeah.
He'll do it again, in other words.
Exactly. People like that don't slow down. It doesn't faze them. Yeah. In other news, the tallest horse in America, in the world, has passed away. Big Jake was his name. He was age 20. He weighed 2,500 pounds. He was 6 foot, 10 inches tall. Let me show you a picture of Big Jake here. He has passed away. That is huge.
You would think of a Clydesdale when you think of like tall horses.
And that's not a Clydesdale, I don't think. But wow. So he has passed away.
Goodness.
He died a couple of weeks back that he passed away, just now making the big news there. So if you're a big horse fan, you probably already knew that if you're into that type stuff there. As we look at things that are happening around the world, we all know that I'm not sure how to feel about this. In one way, we don't want our troops and our boys risking their lives all around the world. Uh-huh. Also, on the other hand, we also are adults and know that other countries, you have to contain them. There's some bad people out there. We're pulling out of Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. A lot of American lives were lost on that soil over there. Already, as our troops have just pulled out within the last 24 hours, the Taliban is taking over, and they are surrendering to them already. Just
like our troops were there helping the Afghani people, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So they were turning it over to the Afghani troops to handle on their own. Well, I feel like, the Taliban is just awful.
Yeah.
This is the ones that were like beheading people. And
correct.
Over there.
They're bad folks.
And so, what I guess these people probably feel helpless against them.
Yeah, they're surrendering, turning over their guns and everything to them. The base has already been ransacked. Mm-hmm. They've taken over all this. It's going to be another breeding ground for terrorists. Is what's going to happen.
We'll start seeing more and more infiltrate into our country.
And I don't know the answer, what the real answer is for. Yeah, again, I don't like our troops being in other places, but you also...
you worry and you don't want them over there, but there's reasoning for it.
Yeah, you have to carry a big stick sometimes to keep people in line, to keep yourself safe, and you have to draw a boundary. And what's going to happen now? It's worrisome. Mm-hmm. We'll watch this closely.
Well, you already have people like when, all these people coming across the border. We already know that there were terrorists who were coming through there because they knew that it was going to be easy access for them.
Right.
So they've come from all different countries to go down there to come through the border. So we've got some of those people probably already here walking around. You don't even know it. And then do you think they're not communicating with these Taliban people over here? I'm sure they probably are, So, it's just kind of like, I feel like I said earlier and like I said yesterday, I just feel like the American people are kind of just being thrown out there to the wolves, in all different directions,
Charles Coker just made a very good point. All those who help the American troops are going to be killed there. Mm-hmm. That is, without a shadow of a doubt, that is coming. So something to think on. That's some headlines. Coming up, we've got more with Scotty Ray and Candace right around the corner.
I'm attorney Richard Schwartz. Why do bikers hire us after their accident? Let's ask them.
The car come over, rode me off the bike about 55 miles an hour.
I told him that we needed to call Richard Schwartz.
He took care of everything, and I got paid.
One call, that's all.
And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace. Let me go in here and turn radar back on, and let's take a quick update with weather before we get out of here this morning. We got a couple of 5-6 minutes before the top of the hour. Rain is moving into the forecast, 90% chance today for our area, for East Mississippi, West Alabama. Right now, as we go to radar, all of the rain is in North Mississippi. We're seeing heavy activity. This is going to be the Louisville, Mississippi area here. Highway 25 there into Louisville getting rain. The further north you go, the more Sturgis. As you get up here near Eupora, as we get on up here near Woodland, Aberdeen, Mississippi, heavy showers. But the rain will be moving in for our area later, and we're still watching all of this area here to our east. Some showers off the Pensacola out in the Gulf there. This is where the hurricane is going to come in. Actually, let me back up. Tropical storm later today will strike at about 65 miles an hour. It's not going to regain enough before it hits. Expected right there later today to be carrying winds. I didn't click on the right thing there. Let me zoom in on this and do this right so we can tell. 69 mile an hour gust with 58 mile an hour winds after about 30 miles inland is what it will be. Still damaging is what we're looking at there, but lots of rain out there. So that's what we've got in rain every day for the next 7 days, with Saturday being the best that we might not, 30% chance on Saturday. So what you think about that?
I'm just hoping that it kind of slacks off. I don't know if I'm even going to go through with the camping trip at all.
Might not happen now.
I just don't like, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to set all that stuff up just to have to sit inside or, not be able to sit out and enjoy it or do anything. So why even go?
I hadn't.
Bad thing is it's already paid for.
Always be careful with bad weather. A story has come out from Norway. 2 teenage girl sisters, 18 and 12, were killed on a hiking trip when a thunderstorm broke out. Lightning struck both of them and killed them. So whenever it's lightning, that's why ball games get canceled. Any event.
Well, a lot of people get under trees thinking that they're, safe from the rain and whatever else. But, that's the worst place you could be if it's lightning.
Right.
So anyway.
Don't do it. Stay away from those areas there. Some other stories that we're working on this morning here. Let me go down through here. A cop saved the life of someone in a crash in Michigan. I don't know if y'all heard this story yet. The guy was passed out. He jumped out, and this was a picture of the car that was on fire there, and the cop jumped in there moments before this burned up and pulled the victim out. So good news. They don't get cops don't always get the best rap of anybody across America, but he saved somebody. He was unconscious, the guy was, from the wreck. So
goodness.
He's been saved. That's fortunate.
True hero.
Yeah. Sad news, and I remember a couple of years back this kind of happened where you've got a teenager that sad news. A teenager jumped out of the arguing with the mother, jumped out of the car as it was moving, and she was struck by an oncoming car in the next lane.
Oh my goodness.
And that has happened locally, and there's different things that cause this, but just horror.
That's awful.
You would never forget that moment if you're a parent, and condolences to them. This next story, I don't quite understand this, but some TikTokers are going on strike because they feel that others are taking their dance moves. Let me word it that. And they're going to strike.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really going to affect my world. Ooh. Go ahead, strike all you want.
These TikTok videos, some of them are funny though. You ever
have you
TikTok?
downloaded?
No, I don't have it on my phone or anything. I don't do all that, but my kids have done it though. I think but I've seen some, because like when you're on Facebook, a TikTok video will pop up, and I'll get all into watching it, and then it'll go subscribe to TikTok or something. And
then you can't
like
finish
you can't finish watching. I don't know, because I'm not doing a TikTok video. I'm not.
Is TikTok mainly you got to dance or do something like that, or is there other things?
I think you can do anything. I think you can make any kind. You don't have to do a dance. I mean, there's funny stuff on there, and crazy stuff. I mean, I guess it's anything. I guess.
So you think I can talk you into doing one?
No, you can't.
Okay. We want to say thank you to each and every one of you for joining us. Sorry about the television interruption earlier this morning. We got that straightened out. We're coming back tomorrow, and all will work fine in the morning. We'll make sure everything's fired up and ready to go.
Yes. We hope everybody has a safe and blessed day, and see you back here in the morning.
And if you've got a vacation Bible school or event coming up, let us know.
That's
We'd love to know about that.
We want to let everybody know that.
Thank y'all. We'll see y'all bright and early tomorrow morning here with Scotty Ray and Candace as we'll begin another day.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by